morning. I'm your host, Brianna McNary, and today on Off the Field, we have two-time captain and Defensive Lineman of the Year, Tyquan Lewis. Thank you for coming on the show today, Tyquan. So we're glad to have you here. You're one of our senior Buckeyes, one of the favorite players of Buckeye Nation, and you just played your last game this past Saturday. How are you feeling emotionally? Because it's now rivalry week, and it's time to really focus.
Emotionally, I have a spurt of emotion of my family, my coaches, before the game. But after that, it was, back to normal. There's still a lot of football left. Obviously, we got a big game this week, and all laser-like focus is on that game. So, I'm back to where I'm at, just preparing a little bit harder.
And when you say, you're thinking about your coaches and your family, what are some of the words that have been shared with them just, since it's your last year here?
Mainly just being bittersweet. It's been a long time since I've interacted my whole family like that at an event like this, because you only get to do this one time ever in your life. So it was just like a bittersweet moment.
And who all came from your family? Who came to support you, or?
My mom, my brothers, they were out on the field. And I have my two best friends from high school came up too.
Mm-hmm. And they came all the way from North Carolina. Did they Did they drive or fly or?
Drive.
They drove. So how long is that?
10 hours.
That's kind of long.
It ain't bad. I do it all the time. It's not a bad drive.
What are some of the most memorable quotes or words of wisdom that Coach Meyer has given you since you've been here?
The most memorable?
Mm-hmm.
He says so much. I write a lot of it down. Mm-hmm. The most memorable one, I think it was, if your dreams and goals aren't aligned with who you are, then you need to come up with new goals and dreams. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one that really sticks, because if they're not aligned, then you need to take a look in the mirror and realign the way you live your life or the way that you're going about yourself.
So would you say you had to make some big changes, or not really when you first started?
When I first started, academically I was fine. On the field, I was 220 pounds coming out of high school, and that's probably as small as you could get for a defensive end, especially at this level. And then I just knew I would have to work extremely hard to get to where I'm at now. So that was just the main thing, just learning how to strain a little bit more and work just a little bit harder.
And what did you end up majoring in?
I got my degree in sociology.
And what did you want to do with that, long term, or if you wanted to use your degree?
I thought about a lot of different things. I thought about teaching. I thought about opening up after-school programs, becoming a mentor. I actually thought about doing social work. My mom, she's an ombudsman. She handles a lot of claims across the state of North Carolina. So I thought about doing that once or twice.
That's interesting. And so what are some big sacrifices that you've made thus far that, kind of affected you in a way that you never thought it would?
The biggest sacrifice I've made is time. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of other things in the world I could do to, probably better myself as a person. But, it's other ways I do that now through playing football. And football takes up a lot of my time. And you sacrifice this small portion of your life for a huge payout at the end. So, I have my degree. Mm-hmm. If everything goes as planned, hopefully I have a long career in the NFL. After that, I just use whatever it is to my advantage. Being connected to The Ohio State University, I have a lot of opportunities after football.
Right. And so you decided to stay an extra year. You could have left. You could have gone to the NFL. But what was that marker in your decision that really made you decide to stay? Was it just the Buckeye Nation, or Was it just being on a huge campus?
I mean, it was a lot of different things that went into it. I just sat down, had a long conversation with Coach Johnson, my mom, my brothers, everybody. You know, it was a lot of mixed emotions going on, but at the end of the day, I feel like I made the right decision to come back and better myself, and you know, just continuously work and just be an all-around better person.
And so, I mean, a lot of people say it's a young team this year. And how do you bring in your mentorship into, you know, your teammates, the younger players, like the younger wide receivers that we have this year? What's some advice that you give to them on a, you know, weekly or daily basis?
When I was a young player, I always studied my playbook, just going over the plays. I wrote notes. I'm an extreme note taker, so anything the coach says, I write it down. You almost have to be a sponge as a young player. Just write everything down, critique yourself a lot, and just try to remain humble and stay focused on what you have to do and where you want to be in the next couple of years, because your time is coming real soon, and you know you have to be able to contribute.
Anyone that you are really close with as far as on the offensive line? 'Cause you're on the defensive line. Yeah, so is there any other younger players that you kind of, you know, make your little brother, or are they all kind of like?
My little brother for this year?
Yeah.
My little brother this year was Chase Young. So, yeah.
And how have things been with Chase? Have you seen him
Great.
grown? And
Yeah. I mean, I've helped Chase. I've been knowing him since he was junior in high school. So, you know, it's been an incredible journey for him. Just watching him grow and become a great player. He's definitely on track for that. So.
And so, how have you learned to handle big losses like this season, the loss against Iowa? It seemed like that hit everybody in the heart in Buckeye Nation. So how did you handle that loss?
You know, one thing about life, you're gonna get knocked down, but it's just about getting back up and swinging, coming back and just swinging a lot harder. You know, some people get knocked down and know how to get back up, but so you have to make that decision in your heart to get back up and just come back and fight again.
And what is your relationship like with JT? You know, you guys are both seniors last year. You guys both decided to stay. So how is your relationship with JT?
We're really close. You know, we've been close friends ever since we all met each other. You know, that whole 2013 class. We always been close. We still communicate in the group chat. So I mean, we just remain close. Like we have a great relationship together. Off the field, we always hang out, going to get dinner and things like that. Just a lot of different things go on with us.
And so, since you have that close relationship with JT, how do you guys share feedback or like criticism with each other? Is it, you know, in a tough way, or is it, how does that work?
Him and I don't know.
Because you're both captains, you know, so how does that work?
Everyone has a different way of doing things. I'm more of a serious person. I mean, he is too, but my level of seriousness is probably a little bit more. I go over the top sometimes, you know. Sometimes I just have to be, because, you know, you don't want to let off of people, but, I mean, then again, you have JT. He reinforces a lot of things I say, but sometimes it could be in, like, a nicer way.
A nicer way. So are you more that, you know, you're yelling in the locker room, and, you know, physical?
Really yell. I'm just really strict about things. That's all.
And so, and how do you guys come up with these celebration dances? You know, when somebody scores a touchdown, I see some dances in the end zone, and even before the game, it seems like you guys like to turn up. You guys just...
I mean, that's just what it is. You turn on the song, like, guys you just get energy and start moving. I mean, a lot of energetic guys. I'm not a big dancer though, so
No.
It's whatever.
So who picks the playlist for the?
Oh, the seniors. You know, we just ask players like, "Hey, what should we listen to before the game, or what should we put on this playlist?"
We're still chatting it up here with Tyquan, and we'll be back here after a short break. Hi, we're back from the break, and we're still here with Tyquan. And so, picking up where we left off, just talk about a little bit. Any previous players that you actually keep in touch with who are now in the NFL? Do you?
Like I said, we all we interact with our group chat. So Gary, Vaughn, Marshawn, Raekwon, basically almost everybody who I play with. You know, we still all interact and talk.
So now, some of the previous players have gotten in trouble and stuff like that, you know, since they've been in the NFL. Do you talk to them when, you know, that happens? And what do you say to them, you know, like?
I mean, we just always try to pick each other up, keep each other in good spirits, you know, no matter the situation, you know. You just gotta pick someone up and help them, you know. So everybody needs like a little bit of motivation or a little bit of push to do the right thing, so.
And what's your favorite NFL team right now?
I don't really have one.
You don't have one?
No, when I was growing up, I used to like the Colts and the Panthers, but now I don't. Now, if you ask me basketball, I have a favorite player. I have a favorite team.
So you like basketball too?
Yeah.
So who's your favorite team?
The Tar Heels.
The who?
The Tar Heels.
Really?
North Carolina.
Wow.
It's college. I only like college basketball.
Oh, okay. So have you been to the Ohio State games here for the basketball team at all?
I've been to one game, I think.
One game.
Yeah.
How is
I've
that?
I've been to a couple, I think. Yeah, I've been to a couple.
How is that? You know, because I'm sure you have some friends on the basketball team. Like, do you know, you're a football player, they're a basketball player. Is there just that athleticism type of relationship that you're both collegiate athletes, or?
Yeah.
It is.
For the most part. You know, we don't really get to see each other unless we're in class together. But other than that, like, everybody has their own agenda.
And so, what type of things are you looking for when it goes into your decision making for a team to choose in the NFL? Besides who has the highest offer, what else are you looking for?
I mean, well, I necessarily don't get to choose, but if, you know, I just try to keep a clean slate. You know, whatever it is, I just always have to have a positive character, and I just have to be myself and remain who I am. So, like, anybody who knows me, you know, I just try to be the best that I can be.
And so, and you seem like a pretty humble guy, Tyquan. So what keeps you grounded, you know?
I wish I could tell you. You know, I'm no superstar in my opinion. One thing that I was always taught is whatever you do, just make sure you do it to the best of your ability. And, you know, all the other things, I mean, it's all nice. I love awards. I love accolades. I'm proud of it, but, you know, I just don't get into it. You know, I just see it as doing my job and playing hard for everybody else around me and my family, you know. That's just who I am now.
And what do you want people or Buckeye Nation or students here on campus to remember you as?
Just me.
Just you.
Just, you know, like, people who interact with me, people who I spoke with, you know, I don't think I have a bad name around here. You know, I think I'm one of the best people that ever run into because that's just who I am.
And so now, what about this whole national anthem thing? You know, that's becoming a big issue in the NFL. And I've asked other players before last year, you know, what they thought about players not taking a stance. And so what do you think about that? Because you're getting ready to go into the NFL and you're going to be a part of that.
I mean, I'm not really sure. You know, if you're going to do it.
Do you think that's a good platform for that, to take a stand?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much that goes into it, honestly. But like I said, if you're going to do it, I think it should be as a team, you know. But, like, it's just so much into it. Like, I don't really have I'm not picking a side. I don't disagree or agree. I'm neutral. I mean, 'cause that's just, I'm not necessarily saying like don't do it or do it. I'm just neutral. That's the way I feel about it. I don't have anything else to say about it because it is what it is. Guys who do, guys who don't. I don't have anything toward it.
And some of the players were saying that they felt, college isn't the platform to take such a stance. And you kind of agree that it wouldn't be a good idea to start that in college football?
I'm not even sure. I'm sure it's heard all across America, but I mean, as far as anyone else goes, like I said, I'm just neutral.
And your friends from back in high school, now that you're going to the NFL, what do they say? Like, oh, like you made it. How is that reaction?
I mean, their reaction is cool and all, but I just try to like keep them like, listen, I'm still me. It's a life-changing event, but at the end of the day, I'm still a human.
And so you don't seem like the type of person to let, money or anything like that change who you are.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm around it all the time. I see a lot of my former teammates who are in the NFL now. I see all of that, but like, they still remain themselves. They still remain who they are, and they don't let it change them. So.
Well, that's good. What are some of the things that you're going to do, like as far as giving back once you do make it?
Like I said, I do plan on opening up just after school intervention programs in my hometown, probably my hometown and other neighboring communities. Probably going to do that for sure.
And is that going to be like for homework or like aftercare? What do you
homework, aftercare, just all around. Like, I just want to help make the community a better place and just having a place where people could come and bond.
Why do you think it's important to have an after-school program in your hometown?
Knowledge is like your trophy. So, coming after school instead of going home and your parents don't get off work till 5 o'clock, it's a lot of things that goes on. I was young before, and I know what goes on after school. Just like any other child, if you get caught up with the wrong crowd, and you just don't want that to happen. And like it probably saves parents a lot of time because they know that their child will be in a safe place. It could be like their sanctuary. Nothing bad will ever happen. Establish rules and things like that that'll help the community. Just helping out like all around the community, just helping kids grow up and help them become a mature young woman or a mature young male.
I know you said this is a tough week. We have to get ready to play Michigan. We're not going to say any M's the rest of the week.
Team up north.
Yeah, the team up north. What are some things that you do to really prepare for yourself, just for you?
I mean, you really can't change anything about how you prepare. Just do it a little bit better. Just tighten up your technique, tighten up the way you watch film. That's all. Just trying to find things to make you a better player throughout the week. That's all.
And so, since this is going to be your last Michigan game, what are some words of wisdom or some advice that you have for your teammates that you're going to leave behind?
Just always be grateful and cherish the moments you have at this great university. The main thing is always love one another and always pay respect to the people before you, and always be careful of who you're around and acknowledge everyone that supports you.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on Off the Field today. We can't wait for the performance in this coming week's game when we beat that team up north.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.